I was like, what's going on? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so start from the beginning.
Okay. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very special guest.
Hi everyone.
And we're gonna do a podcast basically, which is gonna be a new series, which I don't know how I'm gonna call it yet.
We'll figure that out when we get there.
Yeah. Right now we're just gonna mix makeup, do our like normal makeup, and just chit chat about some topics that we can come up with.
Check it ready with
Yeah. Wanna introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, my name is Philip. That's pretty much it. What else do I say?
Link all of Philip's
the
socials in the
stuff
description,
yeah.
so you can check that out.
Yeah.
Because you do like really crazy makeup looks and he's really talented.
Thank you.
So
I like how we know each other.
yeah, basically we are in the same class. We met 2 years ago when I moved to London to do fashion.
Yeah, I moved here 2 years ago as well. We started at the same uni at the same time. I mean, obviously, we started at Marangoni. Yeah, I moved here 2 years ago as well. I started at Marangoni at the same time as Ludo, although I was on time. You were not on time.
No, because I think that's the best way to say it. The first year I was never on time because I used to live like an hour, 30 minutes away from uni, and you live 5 minutes away
Literally
from
5
uni.
minutes away.
So,
but he knew how to make an entrance. He came in like
always
2
late.
weeks late.
I mean, the first time I came to uni, I was like, "Hi, sorry, I'm late."
Yeah, it was
And
like
people were like,
2
"Who
or
are
3 weeks
you?"
late.
We were not like the closest friends at first.
No, the first year was like just like how do you say, like acquaintances kind of.
Yeah.
And then I would say like the second year is when we started like hanging out more. And, like,
I think it was around like the end of first year.
Yeah.
Where we really became close, and then I think we really bonded a lot.
Yeah, because second year is when we started like going out more and stuff as well, and like.
And I was living closer as well.
Exactly. So
it was really
much
easier
easier and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's how we know each other pretty much.
Yeah. Should we start the make?
Let's do it. Okay. Do you have any questions?
Do you know what kind of look you're going for?
I wanted to do a like dark smoky eye because I haven't done a dark smoky eye I think ever.
Yeah.
And like I've only done like one that was like really subtle, so I was like I'm really gonna go for it and do like the whole like black waterline and everything.
Right. So do you want to talk about your childhood? Like your teenagers basically?
Yeah, okay. Like so like where like school and stuff.
Yeah, did you go to a private or a public school?
I went to a private school because because I grew up in Shanghai for
a background story.
A short little background about me. I grew up in Shanghai. So the schools that the school that I went to there was private because most of the public schools weren't like English speaking. So I went to a private school, but it was it was just like a British like middle school, I guess. But I was there for 9 years and I freaking loved it. Wait, let me find a brush real quick.
Was it? Oh, so it was in Shanghai.
Yeah, it was in Shanghai. So I lived there for, what was it, like 15 years? 14 years first, but then I moved away for a bit. What do you need?
Yeah.
So I lived there for 14 years and then 1 year again, like when I was 19.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm going in with the James Charles X Morphe palette.
I'm going with the Jeffree Star X Morphe palette.
That feels
in the shade Fast Lane, which is the jet black one.
I don't know what
which shade are you going
is. Bitch, wait, I don't know the name. I think it's called T. No, it's called Punch Me. I'm going in with Punch Me first.
Okay.
Yeah, because for the dark smoky eye, I need to build up the outside first. Wait, yeah, where were we?
We were talking about your school.
Yeah, so I was at the school for 9 years.
Okay. From what age to what age?
Like from first year to, because I went to a different kindergarten because the school didn't have like pre-K and stuff.
Okay.
But it was, so from first grade until 9th grade, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, 9 years exactly. But wait, I might wing this out a little bit. But yeah, the school shut down, which was why we all had to leave. Like at the end, it was super sad because like the school we were all super close and like a big family.
Yeah, I mean, it's like 9 years.
And it's like, yeah, exactly. And like also with the teachers, everyone was like super friendly. It was like, because it wasn't a big school, so it was quite like a close community.
Yeah.
And yeah, so when it closed because of corruptions and stuff,
Okay.
we, like, it was super sad, but then I went to boarding school.
In the UK.
Yeah, exactly, in Scotland. Because my sister always wanted to go to boarding, well, not always wanted to go, but like was thinking about going to boarding school. And there was no other schools really in Shanghai that were exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah.
So I ended up just joining her because I was like, why not?
Alright.
You know? Yeah, and that was where I spent most of my like biggest years was in Scotland from 14 to 18.
And then you came to London?
No, then I lived in Shanghai again for a year, so that was the year that I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
Where I moved back because I did not get into the uni that I wanted to get into.
Which uni do you want to go to?
I applied for PACE.
What is that?
PACE is in New York.
Okay.
But then I had to take the SATs, but I got my SAT scores and they were like 2 points below the points that I needed for my scholarship, which was so frustrating. But then I didn't, like, I took them again, same thing, literally like 2 points underneath, so it was not meant to be, obviously. But I'm actually quite happy that it didn't work out because like, I'm at, like, okay, this is the craziest thing to me. I always think like how wild, I literally, if I circled 2 other questions like differently,
You would have been in New York.
I would have been in like New York right now.
Yeah.
And I would have graduated from film school. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, because also I was originally...
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have met Mummy. You wouldn't have been here filming the video with me.
Yeah. I would not have met, I think, like, most of the people in my life that are important to me right now.
Yeah.
Because I lived in 3 different places since I made that decision. And I met so many different people that have become so, like, close to me. So I wouldn't know any of them, and that's wild.
And then you went to Paris as well, right?
Yeah, so I went to Paris, but it wasn't planned. But the uni that I applied to was not open anymore.
Okay.
Which was, I don't know why they didn't have that on their website, but whatever. But they had a sister school in Paris, so they accepted me there.
Okay.
And I was there for a year, but I honestly did not like it at all.
You didn't like Paris or you didn't like the school?
I kind of both. I mean, there was nothing wrong theoretically with the school, but it was just not a right fit for me.
Okay.
Because the school itself, like, was actually amazing and is a really good school, but it's just not what I wanted or like what I was looking for. And that's also why I switched to fashion styling.
Okay.
Because I did design before, but yeah, it wasn't like I didn't want to actually do design. But yeah, then I went to Paris for a year, but then didn't like it, and then I moved here.
And then you moved to London.
And then I met you.
Then we met.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
It's crazy actually, like how like tiny little things that, like tiny little decisions you make,
Yeah.
affect your life so majorly.
So for me, I went to a public school back in Mauritius.
This is in Mauritius, right?
Yeah, so I went back, I was in a public school, like an all boys, Catholic public school.
Damn. Was this from from first year or?
Yeah, it was 7 years.
Okay.
And then I repeated 2 of my classes because I failed them.
Yeah.
And at some point I just, I've been victim of bullying and all of that in my high school because I was gay, and back then that was not something people were talking about.
Accepted.
So I kind of felt alone.
Yeah.
And I kind of felt like I was the black sheep.
Yeah.
In that school.
Because also I can imagine that like you didn't really have any representation.
Oh no, definitely.
Like you didn't see anyone around you
no
that
one
was like you.
talking about it.
Yeah.
So one morning was the result day, for our school certificate, so SC, which is IGCSE.
Yeah.
Exams, the results was in January. And I was supposed to go back to school the next week, next Monday. Had to go pick my results, went to high school, and I got my results and I failed. And I was missing one subject.
Yeah.
And I had to make a decision. So instead of like talking to my parents, because I knew they would be like, yeah, just go back to school, I dropped out without consulting anyone.
Really?
Yeah. I dropped out.
How did your parents take that?
I was 18, I could drop out because
because you were legally allowed
I was legally allowed to do it. So I dropped out, but I was like, I know for a fact that my dad would be furious if I tell him, well, this afternoon I dropped out and I don't have any other plans now, so yeah, can you figure out something for me? No, I was like, I'm not going to do that.
Damn.
So what I did is I got out of my high school, said goodbye for the last time to the school, and I went on a trip with my results to find something else, another school.
You do this all by yourself?
On my own.
Damn.
And I went to like, I think 10 different high schools in the whole country, around across like the whole, like I did like a whole day of just being in the bus, going to one high
different
school.
ones.
And no one could give me like what I wanted, basically. So I was like, yeah, I have one.
What was it that you wanted in a high school?
So I basically wanted to do, so basically, I don't know how it works in your country, but you need, there's a class after IGCSE, which is lower, and then you have upper, which is HSC, which is school certificate. And when you go into lower, you need to choose 5 subjects. 2 are your mains and then 3 subjects, or 3 mains and 2 subs. But I could only do 2.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do 2 main and 2 subs.
But they weren't like accepting.
But they weren't like letting me do it.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? If you're not gonna let me do it, even though I have the combination to do it, I'm just gonna find something else until I find something else. So I went to the last school on my list, which was not planned at all, was a tertiary institution, a private one.
What's a tertiary institution?
And a university basically.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I went there and I was like, please. Because I'm tired. Imagine it's been like 7 hours that I'm like on the bus, going to like different school, waiting for people to like receive me and talk to them. And I'm like,
just like let me into
listen,
school.
I know I can bring something to your school.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not gonna throw myself flowers, but
no, but like you sold yourself.
Yeah, I had to. That's the only, because I know my result was not like great.
Yeah.
The only thing I could do is basically talk them into taking me to school. So I went there and
sounds really impressive.
Went to my high school, like that tertiary institution. I was like, hi, so this is my results. This is what I can do. This is what I did. This is what I'm doing right now. Can you take me? They were like, yeah.
That's epic.
They were like, yeah. And I was like, okay. But they were like, yeah, but it's gonna be longer. Like in terms of like the route that you can take to get a diploma. Yeah. They were like, you can do certificate in business. Yeah. Which was what I was doing before. Which is gonna be 6 months, and then you can go and do your diploma for a year. Yeah. And then graduate. Which is what I did. I mean, now that I had convinced one university to take me, I had to convince my dad because it was a private institution. So I went back home, did a PowerPoint.
As if.
I did a PowerPoint with all the money, all the facilities to like pay.
That, not gonna lie, is so impressive for someone at that age to do that.
I was like 18, all the facilities. I was like, I needed to give my dad. Think in a day, think of a 3-year plan.
Damn.
In a day.
Okay, that's helpful.
And tell him.
And we're back.
Where the camera ran out of battery basically. and we did our eyes off camera.
Yeah, so we just cleaned up and did
I need to clean
right
this
eye.
one as well.
Okay, also he just showed me the new Ariana Grande Positions video, and it is
What did
literally
you think
epic.
about it?
Fucking epic. Everything Ariana Grande does is amazing.
Okay, I have a question
down.
like related to music.
Yeah.
What do you think should be album of the year?
Should be album of the year, like from the ones that
2020, yeah.
oh my god.
Or music video of the year.
The thing is, you know what's actually really difficult?
Yeah.
At the moment, album of the year for me is harder because most of the songs that have been very popular this year were just on TikTok.
Yeah.
So it's been a single song.
Yeah.
So not the whole album has been like
Okay,
heard,
song
you
of
know
the
what I
year?
mean?
If you had to say song of the year.
Oh, but song of the year, Jesus Christ, there's been so many. I think 100% something from Doja Cat should be in there because like Doja Cat literally changed the entire fucking game this year. I mean, Lady Gaga's Chromatica.
Yeah.
I mean, that was more for you.
I think if I had to give album of the year,
Yeah.
I would give album of the year to Lady Gaga. Or
Yeah, like Chromatica.
Dua Lipa.
Oh my god, yeah, of course.
Like Future Nostalgia.
Future
the whole,
Nostalgia,
the
the whole
whole,
thing.
the whole album.
Yeah.
It's between those two.
That's very
For me,
fair.
it's very, very close.
Yeah.
But in terms of music, I would side with you.
Yeah.
Like Doja, Cardi B, WAP.
Cardi, yeah, the WAP, 100.
Like
anything Megan Thee
WAP.
Stallion.
We had really nice musics. We had Selena Gomez and her comeback beginning of this year.
It's
Yeah.
wild to me that that's only the beginning of this, like, that this year. It feels like
it feels like last
ages
year.
ago.
It feels like last year.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I don't know. But when I think of this year, I think of
It's
quarantine. That's the
Yeah,
only
it's like
thing that comes to
quarantine
my
and
mind.
TikTok trends. Literally TikTok trends are
So it's really
everywhere.
hard. Do you know how do you know that Dua Lipa wasn't supposed to release her album on the date she released it?
But why? When was she?
It got leaked.
It got leaked?
Yeah, somebody was going to leak it, and she was
Yeah.
like, "Before you leak it, I'm gonna leak it first."
That's so smart.
It's just like how Troye Sivan.
Yeah.
Troy went into lockdown in Australia,
Yeah.
and he was like, he did a live, and somebody just said like, "Can you leak music?" And he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna leak an album," and he leaked his own album.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, he leaked his own album during quarantine in Australia.
That's so good, actually.
I was like, bro, that's. I'm gonna use the James Charles quote. You're famous.
Yeah.
Like you're famous.
So famous.
So good.
Okay, what would you say are like your tops at the moment? Like your top like music choices?
Okay, on my phone, in my top 5, I have Positions.
Yeah.
I downloaded like yesterday. I have Sweet Melody by Little Mix.
Oh, I haven't heard that
Came
one
out
yet.
yesterday.
Oh shit, I haven't
Really,
heard
really
that one
good.
yet.
Really, really good.
I need something from that palette, I think.
Take whatever you want.
Do you want to swap real quick?
Yes. And then I don't know. I haven't really been listening to new music
Yeah.
lately. I've been going to like old songs,
Yeah.
or like early 2000 songs.
For example.
Like the "Who's That Girl" song.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that girl? I'm gonna get copyrighted. And yeah, like the NSYNC and
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys.
But is that also because of TikTok trends?
Not really, because I haven't really been on TikTok lately.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just have been like really going back into the roots.
Yeah.
Because I like these musics and I've been doing
very true.
I've been doing playlists, and I don't know, during quarantine we were like bopping to these songs.
That's true, actually.
A lot.
Also, so much 80s music.
A lot of like, instead of like new music, you know?
Yeah.
Because I think it's easier to relate to like old songs, not old songs,
Yeah.
like early 2000s, 80s songs,
Yeah.
because we all liked these music before, instead
That's
of like
true.
new music that just got released, not
That's
everyone
true.
listened to them.
That's actually super true. I've not like been like on top of any of the like new music at the moment. Like like any of the albums except for Dua Lipa's. I haven't really heard all of it. Which is super odd.
She released a new version of the album.
Really?
The remixes.
Ah, okay, yeah.
With Madonna.
That's pretty cool.
And Doja Cat. And what's your views on Lady Gaga? Because I know like it took you a long time to listen to Chromatica. I don't even think
I haven't even listened to the full album. I don't know, with Lady Gaga, I think I like her more as a person than a musician.
Okay.
I 100% respect her music and obviously love some of her songs.
Yeah.
But I think I follow her more for her as a person than for her music, you know? So that's the thing. And also like her Chromatica, I didn't like it as much from what I did hear.
Yeah.
Controversial yet brave. But
do you think you would have liked the Chromatica era more if we didn't go into quarantine and you didn't get released into quarantine?
No, I think I actually would have liked it less if it would have been released
because
without
if
quarantine.
we were not in quarantine, we would have been in clubs and you would have listened to the songs in clubs.
Yeah, but like only like the top ones, you know, the ones that I already heard anyway.
Yeah, the singles basically.
Yeah, the singles. I would have heard those. But yeah, I don't know.
Because I don't know, I think that's what saddens me about Chromatica. It got released during quarantine, so the era she couldn't really promote it as such.
Yeah. But I mean, the thing is, like, with Madison Beer, for example, like, I don't know if you watched her YouTube video with James Charles.
Yeah, I did.
How she talks about how actually during quarantine it was even better because like it was promoted on TikTok for free pretty much. So she didn't actually have to go out and like promote it herself by like radio stations and whatnot. So actually I don't know like if it's better or worse, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's just different. Oh my god, I do miss going out so much.
Yeah.
Cause like okay, yeah, some bars are open and stuff, but it's not the same.
I mean the UK. I think the UK. What do you think about how the UK is basically coping with
handling the situation?
The virus that we're not gonna say because algorithm is gonna basically.
I mean,
doing the last thing.
Let's just say this. I think the UK is handling this situation like I'm handling my life.
Okay.
Chaos.
Yeah, pretty graphic, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean they did it shit. Like they should have like been more on top of it from the beginning.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is obvious. Like they just weren't like. There's obvious like literal countries that have been so on top of it from the beginning, and they are totally not fine, but like better off right now because of that. But I think as well we're never gonna hear the government admit it because they obviously know that they fucked up.
Yeah. But no, there's also like worse countries as well.
Yeah.
I mean America. Hello.
Yeah. Okay, but what do America and the UK have in common? We have two white idiot men in charge.
And that's gonna be another conversation.
Yeah.
Because
that's the thing, like countries that did it well, like I don't know if this is a true statistic or whatever, if it's backed up by facts.
Women.
But we're women, like led by women.
Yeah, I mean it's true.
Because they actually know how to like fucking get down and do shit, whereas like the men, try to be all like manly
and show off basically.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the uni thingy, so we were talking about before the camera stopped before that.
Yeah. What
are your plans for after uni? For next year. Let's not like jump ahead.
Yeah. No, I think with uni, I didn't really have the biggest idea before of what I wanted to do after uni, and I think honestly right now I have even less of an idea. Okay. Because we talked about this in class the other day, how the like jobs are just completely changing. Like there's like some jobs that like we used to want to do may not even be available to us anymore.
Yeah.
Because everything is like digitalizing and like changing, which is a good thing as well. Can be good or bad, but
Yeah.
it just means that I don't know what the fuck I want to do. Because I don't know what the fuck the options are.
When we asked the question, like the teacher asked the question the other day, my only answer was I want to be in the creative side.
Yeah.
I don't know where exactly.
Yeah.
But I want to be in the creative side.
Because that's the thing as well. It's like I've like always was like, yeah, I want to do something creative 100%.
Yeah.
Do you want to use some mascara as well, or?
Yes, please.
Like what? I always knew I wanted to do something creative, and at the moment I'm very like in the fashion zone, obviously. But like the last few months, I've actually like not even the last few months. I've thought about it for a while, but in the last few months, I've only started thinking about it seriously. Like also interior design.
Okay.
Because I fucking love interior. Oh, can I swear?
That's fine.
Leap it out.
I mean, you said fuck a lot of times already.
Yeah? Why did I only notice it just now?
I don't know. Ran out of battery again.
Second time.
Philip contoured his nose.
For the first time in like forever.
And he highlighted his whole face.
Yes, I'm literally
his
beaming.
beaming.
I don't know if y'all can see that on the thing.
But yeah.
Yeah.
You want to talk again about something else?
Yeah, sure. Okay, wait, let me look up the topic though.
Yeah. Let's do one question or two questions.
Okay, let me find a really good question and then I'll ask you. What's your favorite candle scent?
Autumn breeze.
I'm kidding. Did you see, what was that? Have you seen those memes of like the candle fragrances from, what's that brand?
Yankee Candles?
Yankee Candles, how they have like the most ridiculous names. Like, oh my god, my favorite smell is a child's wish. Like, what is that? What the fuck does a child's wish smell like?
You know, one time I went to John Lewis.
Yeah.
And I went to smell the candles, and I found one candle that smells like, it's basically like countries.
Yeah.
And one smells like Mauritius.
That's cool. Did it smell like Mauritius?
I was like,
not at all.
That doesn't smell like Mauritius. Take it
like,
back.
I want a refund.
Take it back.
Okay, actually, so we can talk about candles. I fucking love candles.
I mean, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm totally gonna do like a candle haul for one of my videos, like showing all my favorite candles.
We'll do that.
Have you seen Scream Queens?
Yes.
You know, the candle vlogger?
Yes.
That's so me! Literally so me.
Oh my god.
Okay, actually, there's a few questions on here that I want to ask you that I quite like.
Just pick 3 questions.
Okay, where's your favorite place to take an out-of-town guest? I love this question because I love like
in
hearing...
London?
Yeah, because I love like hearing like where people like to take people, you know, like different places and
If
stuff.
I had to take someone out, I would take them to Toby Carvery, which is a roast restaurant. Bar, basically. I asked you to come in August, remember? Like when you got like your exit. And it's basically the best place ever. I can actually eat there 3 times a week.
What is it like?
So it's basically a Sunday roast. It's an English like
true,
typical like roast with 4 types of meat.
Yeah. Okay, but what about like a place, not like a restaurant, like a place.
Can it be a museum?
Yeah.
I would take them to the V&A.
And the Tate.
Yeah.
The Tate as well, yeah.
I would either take them to the V&A or the Tate.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would take them to Mercato Metropolitano.
Okay. Yeah.
100%, but the one south, not in Marylebone.
Okay. Yeah.
Definitely. I don't know, like, because I've had people visit, but I don't know where the fuck I take them. Like, we just do the touristy stuff at first, and then if they're here...
You know where I've never been in 2 years of being in London?
Where?
Chinatown.
What?
I've never been to Chinatown.
What?
I've never been to Chinatown.
How have you not been to Chinatown, but you've walked from GAY to heaven before?
I've never been to Chinatown.
It's literally right next to it.
I know.
Okay, we're going, because it's amazing. It's so good.
I mean, I saw it before.
Yeah.
But I've never walked in Chinatown.
I mean, okay, it's not that exciting. It's just with lanterns and it.
I mean, I want to go.
Yeah.
Because it looks really good to take some pictures.
That's true. And also they have some really good restaurants there. That's very true.
We need to go.
Okay. Are you high maintenance? Kidding.
Wow.
These
I
are
got one
questions.
question.
Okay.
Where are you right now?
In my real.
No, in terms of relationships and like hard and all of that.
Okay, so I've never been in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, let's just start saying that. I've never been in one, and I think a year ago, I was really wanting to be in one.
Yeah.
And then I met a guy, and it was like, I was like hoping, but I think where I'm at now is I know that I'm not ready. I know that there's a few like steps I need to take personally first before I can commit to anyone.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think because of that, I jumped onto like someone way too fast, and that was like a little creepy from my side, which is fine. But like I am aware of like the fact that I need to wait and I'm not ready.
Yeah.
And as much as like, okay, obviously I want a boyfriend, you know, like I want someone to cuddle with, like. But realistically, I know that I'm not ready.
Okay.
So I want to wait.
It's fair.
Yeah.
When you have time.
Because and also like like feel like personal development is a lot more important at the moment for us, like where we're at. And I don't want to rely on someone to help me get better.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to like have a boyfriend just to make me feel better about myself. Yeah. So I want to like get my personal development out of the way first.
Okay. And
then see where it goes. What about you?
I was having a conversation with my dad earlier before coming here. The easiest way for me to put it is as long as I'm not satisfied with what the person is bringing to the table.
Yeah. Yeah, fair.
Because I've been in a 3-year relationship.
Yeah.
It was something.
Yeah.
The fallout of the relationship was kind of hard. Took a really big toll on my mental health as well. And I've then had like another fling in January, which again proved to me that basically I'm not ready to be in anything right now, and I don't want to be in a relationship or any kind of relationship unless I know what I'm bringing to the table.
Yeah, that's what you're getting from
he's bringing as well. And so basically the person is ready and I'm ready as well.
Yeah.
And I think we both need to be in the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's useless.
Yeah, 100%.
I think I'm getting to the point where I'm way too tired of taking one step at a time.
Yeah.
We need to be like both focused on where we're going.
Yeah.
Otherwise forget about it.
So you mean like by one step at a time? Do you mean like taking it slow or like?
Yeah, I mean if you get into a relationship, why would you have to take it slow? You know what I mean?
Fair.
Like you can take as much time as you want on your own, and I take as much time as I want on my own. And then when we're ready and we both know what we want and we want to be committed and like we both want the same thing in life.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about like wedding and all that. I'm talking about like we both want to grow together.
Yeah.
Then we can talk about being together. Otherwise, just
so like before that, it's not like a commitment.
Yeah.
Like once it's a commitment, you want it to be like commitment.
Yeah, I want to be with someone who want to be with me as well.
Oh yeah, and also like someone I can trust.
Not just be with someone just to be with someone, just to tell people, oh, I'm in a relationship.
Oh my god, yeah, no, I hate that. I hate people who are like, I need a boyfriend. I'm like, yes, okay, it would be nice to have one.
Yeah.
Obviously, no one would hate having a boyfriend, but like you need to also be aware of like the reality of it sometimes, you know. It's
not always butterflies and rainbows.
Yeah, exactly.
And you need to be ready because I'm not butterflies and rainbows every day.
No.
If you're gonna quit, just don't get into it in the first place. You know?
Exactly.
Okay, the final question.
Oh yeah, sorry, the camera died again. So here we have time for.
What would people describe you? What do you think?
What do I think people describe
me
as?
When they are talking about you with someone else and you're not here?
I mean, what I'm hoping?
Yeah, what do you think in general?
I hope
good
kind.
and bad things.
I hope kind.
Yeah.
I don't know, fierce.
Yeah, so look at
I don't know. Oh, my neck just cracked.
Don't die. Do
No,
not die with
I'd
fear.
rather
Okay.
not.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think kind.
And fierce.
Kind and fierce. I hope nothing negative. I don't know what they would say if it was
gay.
yeah, gay stuff. Oh my god. Oh yeah, if it's like anyone walking down the street seeing me and he's like a straight head, like cis het man.
Yeah.
He's probably like, this kind of blah 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 blah
disgrace for the men.
Yeah. That's probably what strangers think about me sometimes.
No, but like your friends.
I mean, hopefully all good. What would you think would be the bad part? Exposing my issues. Oh, I know. They would say that I stay in my room way too long and I just disappear sometimes for like a day.
Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about
like
you. Like, I don't have anything bad to say. But I already told you before, like what I think you should change.
Yeah, exactly. And what
I think you should just like stop making excuses for people.
Yes.
Stop making excuses for people when they're treating you like shit.
Yeah, facts.
And know what to say to limit your friendships and your relationships as well.
Yeah.
And know your worth, like for fuck's sake.
That's so true. Literally the worst self-worth here.
Know your worth.
Yeah. But that's the thing, like I know like the things that I have to work on.
Yeah, I'm not saying like you lower yourself, like I'm not saying you have a low self-esteem, but I just think like sometimes
I do though.
I mean, not that bad.
It's okay, it's like I always say this, I like simultaneously like have the lowest self-esteem, but then also think that I'm the fiercest bitch.
Yeah.
You know? Because like you have those moments where you like look at yourself and you're just like, damn. But then at the same time I'm just like, I hate everything about you.
That's not good, that's not good. Okay.
So it's very like that, it's like very simultaneous, I think.
Yeah. I mean, what was I saying? I was saying like in the way of like, you know, like stop pushing people up, start pushing yourself up.
Yeah.
And put yourself
like putting myself first before other people.
Yeah.
That's something I know I struggle with
That's
for sure. Yeah.
What I think you should do.
That's for sure. But I'm starting to at the moment, which is
that's
good.
the only three bad things that I can. But in terms of character, personality, I don't have anything.
It's fine, right?
I mean, we don't have any problems when it comes to friendship.
That's the thing. I don't see anything as like super negative.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like okay, small things will annoy me from time to time, but it's not like
bothers.
It's not like a negative like characteristic or anything. Okay. What do you think your friends say about you behind your back?
Okay, if I have to say 2 or 3 words, I would say supportive. And joyful. And I hope inspirational.
Or extra as fuck. The most positive way ever.
Yes, I showed up to uni with a wig and a suit.
Which is so epic.
And a suit.
That's on heels. Literally so good. I saw you walk out and I was like, yes.
I was like, please bitch, get out of my way.
Literally whipping. No, that's actually true, the 3 words you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the bad things, what would you say are bad things about me?
I don't know.
I mean, you've known me for 2 years, and you know like a few of my stories that I got.
Yeah.
What do you think?
The thing is, I don't.
What do you think I should improve?
I don't know, because the thing is, like when I see like bad things in people, I don't see them as like, you know. And also, I don't see them like until I'm like friends with you for like forever.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, like I think I need to hang out with someone like forever to like notice like horrible things about them.
Yeah.
Because like whenever we hang out, there's nothing bad.
Yeah. But there's nothing I said or I did that it bothered you, but like not to the extent of telling me.
No. Because that's the thing. If it would have bothered me, I would have told you.
Well, I think we have that kind of like.
Because that's the thing. Like now, like how you know me now, like. When we started getting a lot closer, it was like I would like feel comfortable telling you if something bothered me, you know. But
I mean, that's what we. I think that's what we do. In our
but I think like in general, like how you said about me as well, like most of the things that we need to work on is more like personal stuff.
Yeah.
And not really how we interact with others. It's more like personal stuff, but other than that, it's like, you know.
Okay. That's kind of fair, yeah.
Because like I know that all the things that like you need to work on is like also personal growth. Like how you said about me, like, you know, like setting limits in your friendship, blah blah blah, but it's not like anything specifically on how you like react.
To put like limits in my friendship.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is some of my friendships.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
And then
I think that's it.
And learning how to put myself first as well.
Yeah, I mean that's I think the biggest thing that you need to learn in life.
It's really, really hard.
Is how to put yourself
first. It's really hard because especially when you're a generous person.
Yeah, exactly.
And kind-hearted person, it's really hard to put yourself first.
Yeah.
And, you know, be a bitch to people.
See, this is why like I'm so terrified of like doing it because I don't want to come across as a bitch. But then at one point I'm just gonna be like, I don't really care anymore.
Yeah.
And I think like that's where I'm like reaching right now. It's like I don't give a shit if I come across as a bitch sometimes.
That's
you heard it here first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, just say.
Alright. Okay. That's
nice. But I think
that's nice.
Look at us positive bitches. For what's
2020. That's what it brings
RuPaul.
It's 2020, RuPaul.
It's like we're in fucking court.
Let's take a breathe.
Closing statements.
Deep breath. I hope you like
Good song. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Yeah.
/ podcast type thing.
Yeah. Let me know if you liked it. If you liked it, I'll do another one. Let me know in the comment section what you would like me and Philip or other people again.
Yeah, for sure.
To talk about. We have very, very talkative friends.
That's so true.
That can talk about anything and everything.
Yeah.
So it would be really, really interesting if we could have more people.
Yeah.
Over.
And also a lot of different like backgrounds and like life stories.
And
so it's gonna be
people
really
have like
interesting.
3 different perspectives of things as well.
Yeah, that's true. It's a very diverse group actually.
So I think it would be really interesting to do that with all the other people.
Yeah, and so if you guys have any topics specifically that you want to be discussed,
just put it in the comment section below. I'm gonna put all the links for Philip's socials in the
Instagram
description.
and YouTube as well.
Go check his YouTube channel because he has really, really good content.
Yes.
And
it's again a work in progress.
It's chef kiss.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's really, really good, and I can't recommend him enough.
And also, bitch, if you aren't subscribed, subscribe to him too, please.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And don't forget to put a thumbs up, to share it.
And to click the big red subscribe button
And
down
to
below.
click the subscribe button, yes.
I love this.
And I would see you in another video very soon. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.